Charlie.
Well, today it is arguably, Hugh, Monica, that it is legal to discriminate based on one's sexual orientation. For example, if I don't want to rent to a gay couple, that's okay under Michigan law. If I don't want to allow a same-sex wedding at my venue, that's okay too. But this could all change based on the meaning of sex. And this is a first, that a discussion about the meaning of sex was actually held in Michigan's Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court has never actually issued a ruling on this matter.
Attorney General Dana Nessel argued before the Michigan Supreme Court Wednesday that the word sex, as used in the Elliot Larson Civil Rights Act, prohibits not only gender discrimination, but discrimination based on one's sexual orientation.
The word sex, as it appears in Elliot Larson, that, LGBT people will be included.
In 2019, Roush World, an event center in Sturgis, Michigan, didn't want to host a same-sex wedding because it conflicted with the owner's religion. But Nessel said, though, that the 1976 law preventing discrimination based on sex should be interpreted broadly.
We think it's time for the hundreds of thousands of people who identify as LGBT who live in this state finally are entitled to equal protection and equal treatment under the law.
David Coleman, he is the attorney for the Roush Event Center. He argued that if the legislature wanted to ban discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identification for that matter, they certainly could have done it. The legislature didn't do it. Also, if LGBTQ people wanted to change the law, they certainly could have done it by a petition drive. They didn't. And finally, one's religious beliefs should be given some consideration. Now, the Supreme Court did hear oral arguments today, and a formal written opinion clarifying the meaning of sex should come out sometime later this year. Cool.
Charlie, as an attorney, you've handled a lot of cases. Do you have a feel as to what the state Supreme Court will decide?
I think so. I think based on federal law, if we take a look at employment cases under Title VII, if we take a look at housing under the Fair Housing Act, and of course we all know about same-sex marriage, the Supreme Court, the U.S. Supreme Court now, has said time and time again, treat everybody equally. And I kind of think that it's going to filter down into the state of Michigan. We'll see, but I kind of think it is time now to broadly interpret the meaning of sex to include both gender identification and sexual orientation in that meaning.
We know you'll follow it closely. Charlie, thank you.